Hello everyone, Arwen from Evenstar Wellbeing. Hope you are all well. This is my second One Thing I Know video, and today I wanted to share with you something that I have learned a lot more detail about recently in the course that I'm doing called Lowtox Method, and this is a course run by Lowtox Life, which is a business that I've followed for probably 2 years now, and really gained heaps of information through the wonderful Alex Stewart and what she does with podcasts and her book and all the amazing stuff that she has on her Facebook page and website. So I wanted to go deeper into that and really learn a lot more detail that I can pass on to my clients and to the wider universe, aka you guys. So I've undertaken that course, Lowtox Method, to learn how to get all this information across to many more people. And something that I was just studying about the other day was a chemical called phthalates. And this is something that is used in plastics to make them really malleable, to make them soft and flexible. And it's also very importantly used in fragrances to make them last longer. Now, I guess the key thing to be aware here is that many, if not most, of the fragrances that we have around us are synthetic fragrances. And therefore they have this chemical compound called phthalates in them. And this is not a very friendly compound for the human body. So luckily it doesn't stay in the body does process it and it leaves our body fairly quickly, but the damage is done when we have constant exposure to these chemicals, these phthalates. So when we have these kind of synthetic fragrances around us all the time, which most people do, and even if you're like me and you have this completely low tox house with no synthetic fragrances, the only thing that I use to fragrance are 100% pure essential oils. You go out into the world and, into a shopping centre or, an individual shop, someone else's house, a taxi, and all these other spaces are just loaded with synthetic fragrances. You walk along the street and breathe in someone else's aftershave or perfume when they've got just way too much on, and you're getting a lungful of phthalates there. So why should you be worried about this? Well, the research is showing that basically they're hormone disruptors, phthalates. So they disrupt the normal hormonal processes and production that occurs in the body. They're especially concerning for men because they have a big impact on sperm count. This is probably a big part of the reason that over the last 50 years, the average male sperm count has actually dropped by 50%. Just let that wash over you for a minute there. The other things, health conditions that phthalates are associated with are asthma and allergies, breast cancer, fertility for women as well, so have been associated with pregnancy loss, and also, interestingly, with gestational diabetes. And then the other thing with the effect on the male hormones, and especially on the testicles, is in infants. So in male infants, phthalates have been found to reduce the size of their testicles. So it's something that there's a lot of study continuing to be done on. I don't believe there are studies that are really showing definite causation, but they are showing risk associated between the two things. So if people have higher exposure to the phthalates, then they have higher risk of all these health concerns. And really the whole point of this work around living a low tox life is that why would you take that risk? We have so many chemicals around us everywhere in what we eat, in what we put on our skin, in how we live, in where we go, that you might as well avoid these things if you know that there is a risk. So things that you're going to find them in, so basically every single bathroom or body and health skincare product that you can think of, so your shampoo, your moisturiser, makeup even, obviously perfumes and aftershaves and things like that, deodorants, and the other thing is air fresheners, so those, plug in the wall, or even those, the reeds that you can buy that have fragrances attached to them to make your house smell nice, supposedly, all contain synthetic fragrances and therefore are all letting off phthalates into your environment. Cleaning products that have smell, so when you maybe you're so lucky to have someone who cleans your house and you come home and it smells divine, but in actual fact it shouldn't smell like that. You shouldn't be having those synthetic lingering fragrances. Some beautiful essential oils used in cleaning products are going to still make it smell fresh and clean. They just purify the air rather than actually making your surroundings more toxic for you. Laundry products as well are a big one, and as well as the air fresheners, then the other things like scented candles, which I have a whole blog on scented candles, and I will put a link for that one. Please do have a read of that if you're buying scented candles. The basic tip is don't do that anymore, just buy pure beeswax candles. Incense, natural incenses are not going to have the synthetic fragrance of the phthalates, but they are putting basically smoke into your environment, and that's not great for your respiratory system either. Obviously any that are artificially fragranced. So anything that has on its ingredients the word fragrance is going to be a synthetic fragrance, and there's no regulation of what is in these fragrances. So they're top trade secrets, and you can basically be pretty sure that if something's being fragranced with a pure essential oil, it's going to say that on it. And if it doesn't say that and it says fragrance, it's a warning for you. So I really just wanted to get that across. Have a think about all the different things in your environment that you might be able to start to swap out to products that don't have those fragrances. Certainly, there's really crazy things out there like I don't know, scented stickers for kids and scented garbage bags to use in your kitchen. Just absolutely, totally avoid those like the plague, but start to have a think about those other things that you use everywhere in your life probably that have these synthetic fragrances, and starting to remove them. Don't have a big panic about it, really having a big stress about, oh my goodness, what kind of damage am I doing to myself and my family? And losing it over that is going to probably do your health and well-being more harm than some synthetic fragrance here and there. But just start to have a think about it and weed them out. So as I said, best thing for making your home or your office smell great are 100% pure essential oils. And I do sell these myself, so feel free to have a look at my shop, and I have access to the full range of the doTERRA oils, so I only have a small range on my website just because there's way too many of them to put on there. But certainly if there's any doTERRA products that you want to get your hands on, I do sell them for less than recommended retail price, at least 10% off the recommended retail to anybody who buys them through me. But this is not the purpose of this video, so just starting to have a think about that and swapping things out so that you are not exposing yourself and people that you love to these phthalate chemicals. Okay, hope that was useful for you. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Be well.